Hello, and welcome to Vacations by Tiffany. I'm your go-to travel agent specializing in cruises, Disney, and more. In this episode, we're visiting Key West at the southernmost point of Florida. This is a great destination if you're staying in a resort or if you happen to come on a cruise ship. It's a very popular port of call for most small cruise ships that depart from Florida or the East Coast, like Royal Caribbean's Brilliance of the Seas that you see here. Virgin Voyages and Celebrity Cruises also stop here, just to name a few. There are lots of shore excursions to choose from through your cruise line, or if you want, you can just go at your own pace and walk around the port. Today, we're planning to do both a shore excursion and walk around on our own. First up is a snorkel and dolphin sightseeing boat tour. After the captain gives us a safety briefing and instructions on how to use the toilet on board, we head out looking for dolphins and visit all of their favorite spots. Our captain was Captain Lisa, and she comes out here 2 or 3 times a day. So luckily, she knows all of the great spots, as well as keeping in radio contact with other captains who tell each other what they see. Dolphins are very playful and can be hard to catch on camera, but trust me when I say that it's a lot of fun to see these animals in the wild diving in and out of the water. At this point, the captain advises us not to feed the dolphins or any wildlife we encounter, as it messes up their natural hunting and feeding cycles, as well as in the big picture, it can disturb the natural food chain balance. After seeing the playful dolphins, we head out to our next spot to do some snorkeling. Here, we saw lots of coral and fish and had a very nice time. On the boat, in addition to the captain, is a snorkel guide and expert who got in the water with us and guided us around to see the different wildlife. She was nearby to help anyone who has never snorkeled before, so don't worry if this is your first time. This particular tour included beverages like soda, water, beer, and mimosas. They just ask that you not enjoy any alcohol until after the snorkeling is over. We passed a jet ski group, which was another shore excursion we could sign up for. This tour also does not include any gratuities, so be sure to bring along cash to tip your captain and snorkel guide. On the way back to the harbor, they turned up the music and took us around on a small tour of the Key West area. Overall, it was a very awesome shore excursion, and I highly recommend it. After we returned to the dock, we decided to have lunch at a restaurant on the water called Turtle Crawls. There are lots of great restaurants to choose from in Key West, so we decided to have an appetizer and walk around to some other places and create our own food tour. We ordered the fried lobster tail on a stick and some conch fritters, both of which are local specialties. If you're into shopping, then Key West has you covered with everything you can think of in tons of shops around the port. Because you're still in the US, you won't find any duty-free jewelry or watches or duty-free liquor stores, but you can certainly stock up on fun t-shirts and other memorabilia of the southernmost point or Mile Zero landmarks. There's lots of museums like Key West Museum of Art and History and the Mel Fisher Museum with all of the treasure that they found in the sunken shipwrecks in the waters near here. A trip to the Florida Keys isn't complete without a slice of key lime pie, and you can find them all over Key West. Our favorite is Kermit's, but perhaps you can try a few on your trip and see which one is your favorite. Our next stop was to try a rum tasting at the Pilar Rum Distillery. Ernest Hemingway had a house in Key West, which you can also visit, and he loved to go fishing out in the surrounding waters. Pilar was the name of his boat and what the creators of this rum decided to call the brand. There's lots of delicious rums in all ages and styles. I highly recommend a stop here for any rum or any Hemingway fan. If you don't feel like walking, a great way to see the sights of Key West is on a conch train. With stops all over like the southernmost point, the Hemingway House, Mile Zero, and more, you're sure to see lots of great things on your tour. Working up more of an appetite, we decided we wanted to keep with the local seafood trend and stopped in a place called Pepe's Steakhouse. It's been open since 1909 and had very delicious oysters. One of the neat things about Key West is the beverage open container law. So after you purchase your drink, you can get it in a to-go cup and walk out of the restaurant with your drink in your hand and enjoy it on the street as you make your way to the next destination. Our next destination happens to be another icon of Key West, Sloppy Joe's Bar. Come in here and stop for drinks or snacks as you venture, or maybe kick off your journey down Duval Street starting here. We got some shrimp and conch fritters and listen to some live music. Next up was Captain Tony's. Here you could listen to more live music, play some pool, or try to throw a quarter in the fish's mouth on the sign outside. You'll see lots of wild chickens and roosters roaming around Key West. Another animal native to Key West is the six-toed Hemingway cat. Not every cat has 6 toes, but some do, and the locals say it's good luck if you see one. If you're a Jimmy Buffett fan, you'll want to stop in Margaritaville. Get yourself a t-shirt, a cheeseburger in paradise, or maybe just a margarita to go. If history and architecture is more your speed, well, there's lots of great historic stuff to see in Key West. You can sign up for a tour or just check out these signs around Key West. There's a free audio walking tour. You can call the phone number to learn more, or just stop and read each one as you do a loop around the town from the ship and back. Many famous writers, artists, doctors, scientists, and even presidents have lived in Key West and left their mark here. Here's another famous bar on Duval Street, the Bull, and one of the conch trains happened to pass by while we were here too. If you've seen diners, drive-ins, and dives on Food Network and are looking for another great lunch spot, I highly recommend DJ's Clam Shack. We stopped here for their world-famous lobster roll and was very pleased with our selection. So whether it's history, snorkeling, or you enjoy food and drinks, Key West has a little something for everyone and offers the perfect day of fun and good times for your next cruise vacation. Thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe to my channel for new episodes coming soon, all about cruises, Disney, and more. And if you want to plan your next cruise to Key West, please visit vacationsbytiffany.com to get started. See you next time.